Hi, this is Alex from PHP Academy, and this is a video tutorial on dynamic pages. Now, what do I mean by dynamic pages? Dynamic pages, or a dynamic URL, is a way to update a website content but keep the same design. Now, this is perhaps a lesser used way to create a website, however it is really easy and useful. Now in this we're going to show you how to, I'm going to show you how to be able to add a new file to a specific directory and then it appear here with the menu won't be created dynamically, but the option for the website or the content to be included will appear here. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean. At the moment I've got this home button here. That's just linking me to index.php. The next is about us. So if I click on this, you can see that the content here has changed. The page has stayed the same with regards to the design. However, we have this variable here, p, and this is equal to about us. Now if I were to go to contact us, we get exactly the same thing. The content has changed, and the menus obviously activated this p equals contact us. The same again with news. So we've got three dynamic pages here that exist. Now let's have a think about this. The design's changed the same because we're still in index.php. However, this area here is the only area that is being updated. And what we're actually doing is, by specifying this, we're searching in a list of files, if you like, inside of a directory for specific files to include. Now what we've done is we've made this secure, so people cannot actually include files, for example, using this method here, like a dot dot and a forward slash, for example. And if the page isn't actually found, so for example not found would not be found, we get an error message here just confirming that that page cannot be found. So they're limited to what you set and the files that you've created for including. So let's just go ahead and look at some of the files here that we're including. The welcome page is a standard page that happens when the user would land on your website. However, if we're coming to our text editor, you can see I've got this file here, aboutus.inc.php, and that is in the directory pages within here. This index.php file here, you can see the little yellow tooltip that's come up shows that we're in just dynamic pages folder. However, these files here are in a folder separately called pages. So what we're actually doing is we've got these three files here which you've already seen appear up here when we've clicked the links. However, our index.php contains the overall design of our website, so we're just dynamically changing each page. So this is the theory that we have created and what we're going to do. So we need to put it into action and create the code. I'm not going to be creating the actual design of this website that I've created, this very plain design, because it's going to waste time. This is a PHP tutorial, but obviously you may already have a design and there's plenty of free templates out there that you might want to experiment with. So for now we're just going to be focusing on the PHP code inside this index.php file. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the code, ready to start writing out what we need to make this work. Okay, so first of all we have a very limited amount of PHP code we actually need to write. However, we need to ensure that we include the relevant security checks when we're actually including pages into our website. The reason for this is it can be manipulated, and therefore it being able to be manipulated means that any file can be included. For example, if you have a file with sensitive information in it, you may not want it to be included, for example an htaccess or an htpassword file. So you need to ensure that you create your script that's going to use a method that doesn't allow things to be modified and changed around. So let me just go over the design of this. Let's look at it in its plain form. We've just got a header here, and then we've got a menu section here, and then we've got a content area here. So I've deleted the menu just so we can rewrite that, and we can use our get variable to pass into our index.php file. So we literally have here a plain design. We've got no PHP code whatsoever. We just have our plain design. So if you're starting off with a plain design, you need to establish a couple of things. You need to establish where your menu is going to go and where your content's going to go. Content's probably more important in this case because that's where we're going to be writing our PHP code. So our content is dynamic. Our menu is going to be static. It's going to stay the same. We're just going to link to each file, if you like, through index.php. So let's go ahead and create our menu first of all. So I'm going to have a few links here. So I'm going to have the first one being home, and that's just going to link to index.php. The next one here is going to link to aboutus.php. Sorry, no it's not. It's going to link to index.php p equals about us. This is the value we need to look out for. And then about us in there. ahref equals index.php p equals contact us, and lastly we need the news one here. So that's going to be news, and we're going to have the same thing, index.php p equals news. Now if you're confused at this point, let me go and explain. Let's just bring up our open dialog and have a look at our directory structure.